Sprint progress. The sprint backlog, product backlog item summary view. Here we can see the progress of a prioritized backlog board and the progress of each item from not started to done. Sprint backlog and sprint burndown chart. On a sprint backlog and sprint burndown chart, all tasks are estimated. Estimates are the amount of work remaining and can go up as well as down. The development team update the sprint backlog throughout the sprint. They estimate the time remaining on each task throughout the sprint, at least once a day, ideally immediately prior to the daily Scrum. A burndown chart shows how much estimated work is remaining. Sprint burndown chart highlights impediments. Is for the development team to judge if they will achieve the sprint goal. Is the team on target to meet their sprint goal? This burndown shows that estimated hours remaining compared to days does seem to be reducing in line with the target. Following this trajectory, the sprint looks like it may overrun, but with visual tracking aids like burndowns, the team will be able to plan how to stay on track. Teams improve over time. Here we can see how the team has improved and become more efficient between 16 sprints, finally remaining almost completely on target for the 21st sprint. Sprint retrospective. The purpose of the sprint retrospective is to plan ways to increase quality and effectiveness. The Scrum team inspects how the last sprint went with regards to individuals, interactions, processes, tools, and their definition of done. Inspected elements often vary with the domain of work. Assumptions that led them astray are identified and their origins explored. The Scrum team discusses what went well during the sprint, what problems it encountered, and how those problems were, or were not, solved. The Scrum team identifies the most helpful changes to improve its effectiveness. The most impactful improvements are addressed as soon as possible. They may even be added to the sprint backlog for the next sprint. The sprint retrospective concludes the sprint. It is time-boxed to a maximum of 3 hours for a 1-month sprint. For shorter sprints, the event is usually shorter.